So do you remember where 5 years, everyone, when they got married, a lot of members actually of the royal family even said it won't last 5 years. But it has.
It has.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
lasted 7.
Yeah.
Through a lot.
Now, a tweet by a member of the squad is going viral on X in response to the words of Ingrid Seward, confirming that it was not palace staff who are saying, oh, you know what, Harry and Meghan's marriage will only last 5 years. No. Those were senior members of the royal family. They were the ones who said that because they had no intentions of allowing Harry and Meghan to have their happily ever after. They were doing everything in their power and still are doing everything in their power to destroy Harry and Meghan's union. Now, my family, a man named Daniel Egwu on X posted a comment that has garnered more than 54,000 views in only 2 days. And allow me to please read you this post from Daniel. And I quote, "That family already set a time frame for the end of Harry and Meghan's marriage even before it began. They briefed to the press that the marriage would not exceed 5 years. They insulted the bride and gave her a disgusting nickname with the aim of mocking Meghan. They called her the degree wife. Now, my family, having a degree is not a bad thing. But the reason as to why they called Meghan this was to mock her, to say, oh, you know what, your marriage will only last 3 years, which is the time taken to complete a degree course in Britain. Then they said, oh, you know what, 5 years. Well, Harry and Meghan have just celebrated their 7th wedding anniversary. And I hope and pray that Harry and Meghan celebrate even more and more wedding anniversary forever. You know? Daniel then went on to say, and I quote, they refused to fund or feed Meghan and said there was no money. But there was money to spend on propagandas and smear campaigns. And also, just a few days ago, I can confirm to all of you, the Times, owned by Rupert Murdoch, only a few days ago, revealed that, of course, Charles' net worth has, of course, increased. Shocking news. My family, we all know, of course, every single year, members of the royal family, in this case, King Charles, gets wealthier. I mean, he's getting a 45 million pound pay raise. Sorry, he has gotten a 45 million pound pay raise for really not doing anything. So my family, so of course, he's gotten wealthier. Of course, that's not really surprising. But my family, Charles is the one who told Harry, oh, you know what? There's no money for Meghan. A bunch of nonsense. Allow me to please first continue. The husband, Prince Harry, pleaded, and I quote to his father, my wife does not eat much pa. They still refused. They said, oh, you know what? They are not going to fund Meghan. Meghan wore her own clothes. She paid for her own clothes. She paid for her own accessories because also William said Meghan should not have any access to any jewelry belonging to the royal family collection, William said Meghan must not have any kind of access. And that's why Angela Kelly caused Harry and Meghan problems when, of course, they wanted to, of course, test the tiara that the Queen had said Meghan can wear on her wedding day. You know, why do you think Angela Kelly felt so entitled? She felt that way because she already had had a conversation with Prince William. However, when they found out that the Spencers had offered Meghan, the tiara that Diana wore on her wedding day, my family quickly, like lightning, Angela Kelly dispatched that tiara immediately. She had that, immediately. But she caused so much trouble for Harry and Meghan. So much trouble. All because of Prince William, who was already doing everything in his power to just plot against both Harry and Meghan because he couldn't stand seeing his brother happy. Now, Meghan is someone who was a self-made millionaire before she married Prince Harry. So, of course, she was able to afford her own stuff. But despite that, it's like we have seen, for example, whenever Meghan wears something expensive, something nice, that she, of course, has worked to pay for, UK media, put price tags on everything she wears to try and dissuade Meghan from wearing expensive things, knowing fully well that Meghan is someone who works for what she has. And my family, when you work hard, it's okay to buy yourself nice jewelry. If you're working hard and you make good money, it's okay to treat yourself, to a vacation. It's okay, to wear a nice, expensive shoes. It's okay, no problem. But UK media, in the manner or way that they have been covering Meghan, it's like it's a crime when Meghan wears something nice. It's a crime. How dare she wear something nice? How dare she wear these expensive clothes? Just a few days ago, in this segment you saw for The Sun, that also Jack Royston of Newsweek was part of. Jack was complaining that Meghan wore an £80,000 dress, for engagement photos. Remember, the taxpayers pay nothing to fund Meghan. Even at that time, they were paying nothing to fund Meghan. So why are you complaining that a woman who's a self-made millionaire can afford to pay for an £80,000 dress? Why are you complaining? It's jealousy, bitterness. That Meghan, a woman of color, has nice things. You're somebody before she met Prince Harry. And there are people who just can't stand it. My family, Meghan has every right in the world to wear expensive, nice things. She works hard. She deserves to, of course, have nice things. They removed the husband security detail. Meghan, for a long time even, Charles, based on what we have learned even from Harry himself and from his court case, the firm never wanted Meghan to have any security at all. Despite the voices threats Meghan faced, the firm, Charles, William, couldn't care less about that. It's only when Prince Harry asked for the name of the person who was calling for his then fiancée not to have security, only then was security provided. After Harry began asking questions. So my family, it's been so obvious really that when you're having UK media saying, oh, you know what, the royal family welcome Meghan, it's all a bunch of nonsense. They have never ever welcomed Meghan. They have never ever welcomed Meghan. From day one, they've been doing everything in their power to destroy this marriage, this union, Harry and Meghan's relationship. And that's why even Harry and Meghan, of course, celebrating 7 years of marriage. It's significant, very, very significant, because not many people can be able to handle or survive and then thrive after facing such an onslaught, which they still face at the hands of the UK media, who are following the orders of William and Charles to attack Harry and Meghan. Not many people can handle a fraction of that which Harry and Meghan deal with every single day. Not many people, and it's true. Very, very true. My family. So first of all, even when you hear a carnival of so-called experts saying, Meghan was welcomed in the royal family, you know what? It's a bunch of nonsense. Tell them you are lying. She was never ever welcomed at all. She was never welcomed at all. Not by Charles, not by William, not by Kate, not by Camilla Parker Bowles. She was never ever welcomed at all. Let that be very, very clear. And my family, there's more. But you know what? Let me just stop there, because I can see some also other very, very important points which I have to discuss in my next video, because this is very, very important actually in my family. From Daniel's post. And in the next video, it has to do with Archie. I feel like that deserves its own video. That's what I feel, my family. Because I feel like, first of all, Harry's case is important. It's always been important. And we have learned more and more things we never ever understood. We never ever knew. We have learned, for example, that even before Harry and Meghan got married, someone said that Meghan was not going to receive security. This is someone who already, from the Harry and Meghan documentary, we learned that NBC network that Meghan was my family working for gave Meghan security, while filming Suits, because of the threats Meghan was facing. And then someone says, oh, you know what, Meghan, you are not going to get security. Only when Harry asked for a name, only then they say, okay, take security, or you'll have security. Only then. Only then. And now, we found out also that King Charles and William have given the order that Harry will only receive security if he is summoned to fulfill a royal obligation, that is, to do a royal duty. For example, like attend King Charles' coronation. Only then. And this offer for security is only for him, not for Meghan, not for Archie, not for Lily Britannia. Those orders from the beginning were clearly from Charles and William, who are doing everything in their power to stop Harry and Meghan's union. And sadly, they're still doing everything in their power to destroy Harry and Meghan's marriage, because it has never ever stopped. This evil plot has never ever stopped. My family, it's so wrong. It is so wrong what has been happening. It is so wrong what has been happening. And my family, what Daniel has said here, every word is of course true of what has happened to Harry and Meghan. Yet someone says, we welcome Meghan to the royal family. Members of the royal family welcomed her with open arms. And then Ingrid Seward says, oh, you know what? Senior members of the royal family said this marriage will only last 5 years. I thought you said she was welcomed. Because if you welcome someone, there's no way you would say such a thing. No way. There's no you'd say her marriage will only last 5 years. No way. No way. No way you'd say that. No way. You'd say, you know what? You guys, I wish you happiness for the rest of your life. Love each other forever. Be married forever. You know? May you celebrate, more and more wedding anniversaries forever. That's if you welcome that person. The truth is, they have never ever welcomed Meghan. Never. Never. They have never ever welcomed Meghan. Never. That's the truth and nothing but the truth. And my family, the problem has always been Charles and especially Prince William. My family, despite everything, Harry and Meghan thankfully are doing well no matter what. And I hope, of course, that Prince Harry is able to get his security reinstated without strings attached. My family, I hope Harry is able to get that for himself, for Meghan, for Archie, and for Lili Diana. Now, my family, we have part 2 of course, Daniel's post, which, of course, we'll discuss again, because this post has garnered more than 50,000 views, my family, in 2 days, in 48 hours. And that's why I really, really want to discuss this. So my family, please kindly stay tuned to part 2 of this, because there is much we still have not said. Right now, I want to hear your opinion on what we have just discussed, but it's clear to all of you, Meghan was never welcomed to the royal family. Never. Whoever tells you that is lying to you. She was never ever welcomed. Never. 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 And she's still not welcomed. That's why the order from Charles and William is still in place. And their order is this. They're only willing to give her security for him to be able to come to the UK. But they aren't willing to give it to Archie, Lilibet, Meghan. Harry has said himself, he can't endanger the lives of Meghan, Archie, Lilibet by taking them to a place that he knows is unsafe for them. But, so clearly, it shows you one thing, first of all, that senior members of the royal family, in this case, William and Charles, have no problem with endangering the lives of Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet Diana. It shows you also that what they want is to separate Prince Harry from his wife and kids. What they want is to separate Harry from his wife and kids. But they'll tell you, we welcome Meghan. We welcomed her. We welcomed her. A bunch of lies. A bunch of lies. It's disgusting what the firm is doing to try and destroy this wonderful marriage of Harry and Meghan. But the worst thing I've seen even more is how they have endangered the lives of Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet, which we'll discuss further in part of this video. For now, I want to hear your opinion on what Daniel has said. May God bless Harry and Meghan, and may no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet, Diana, my family, ever prosper. I want to say thank you for watching our video, and please kindly like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. I always say that the battle between good and evil will continue until the end of time, and we are on the side of God. We condemn the ongoing hate campaign being waged against Meghan, Prince Harry, Archie, and Lilibet Diana, and we ask William, Charles, Kate, Camilla to please end this. Please end this. The time has come. You must stop your smear campaign and apologize to Prince Harry and Meghan. Apologize to Harry, Meghan, to Archie, and Lilibet for all the pain you have caused them. And once again, it's been so many years of you following this channel. I want to say thank you. To our new subscribers, please welcome and join in, and welcome to the family. We love you very much, and thank you for all your support. It means the world to us, and may God bless you immensely, immensely, immensely. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever, and may God bless you all.